I'm Glenn Wynn. I'm Glenn Wynn. I'm Glenn Wynn. It's your boy Glenn coming to you for the win. Yep. And I'm back with another video, you guys. What it is? What's up? And today I'm gonna tell you guys about the time that threw up on a passenger. Woo! I never thought that I would be telling this story, but here we go. Okay. Truly though, where do I begin? Look, this is even before I officially became a flight attendant. This was actually on my trip to my in-person interview back in 2015. Oh man, this is crazy. So for one, I don't get nervous in situations when it comes to having interviews or anything. I just like to exude the confidence in myself and know that I prepared for this moment. Now it's time to tackle it head on. So that's how I usually think when it's any time for me to be in a big moment, and that's usually how I tackle it head on. This is the crazy part. So I flew into the city in which the in-person interviews were. So everything's going smooth. I have my suit, I have my paperwork, I have my resume, I have my cover letter, I have everything that was needed and asked of for me to be brought into this interview. I'm in the building, there's like me and 60 other people, right? So I'm just feeling there confident. I'm looking at the people, I'm looking around like, oh dang, all right, so these people really look really nice. Some people look great, some people look like they probably should have went home, changed, and came back again. That's just my observation. We're excited, we're like, oh, we nervous. He's like, oh, where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Just talking to everyone, just trying to get a grasp of who's in the room and who you think will be cool, who you think will be crazy. You know all those little mental games that you play when you observe in the room, you just watching people. Then we get called into another room where we put our suitcases and things separate, and then now it's time to begin. So we go through that whole process. If you don't know what this process is, you can see one of the very first videos that I've ever done on this channel, which shows you about the hiring and interview process. I definitely talked about that, at least for the time that it was back then. I'm sure it's been changed and tweaked a little bit since. So we had the group interview, then we had a group session, and then we had one-to-one individual interviews with two of the people from the hiring team, where you just pretty much, I don't want to say sell yourself, but you pretty much express why you'd be a good fit for the company, what you can do, and how you want to further benefit the company and how you can do that. Boom, boom, bam. They're calling names, but then I noticed that they're calling the names in alphabetical order. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Win and I'm Glenn Wynn stands for, my last name is Wyndom, W-I-N-D-O-M. So I just kind of cut that short. Boom. I'm Glenn Wynn. There we go. So I'm just like, once I realized that they were doing it in alphabetical order, I was just chilling. I was like, okay, well, if they're gonna call me, they're gonna call me like pretty much later on. Lo and behold, they got to name 7. They called that. They was getting close to the bottom of the alphabet. Mind you, I told you there's 60 people. And then boom, they got my name and they called me. I was like, all right. And then I was like, if we called your name, we need you guys to stay after. We got to get some more information. For the rest of you, you guys are all free to go. As soon as everybody walked out the room, and they made sure everybody was out the room and gone down the hall, they said, congratulations! You guys have blah, 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 and you've done this. I'm like, bet, boom, bow. And then from there, we go back to the airport all excited, still dressed in our suits and dresses or whatever people had on at the time. And then we eat. The reason why I'm getting so serious on this part about the eating is because this is the most important part of the whole thing. Like, mind you, I like to fly on planes. I've never been air sick or seasick, or turbulence never bothered me or nothing like that. So this is what I come to my conclusions. I'm going to assume that something that I ate while in the airport before flying back to Los Angeles gave me food poisoning. So we ate, but I think I ate something different than the other two because I wanted something different than what they wanted. So we're all patiently waiting. We got a confirmed seat. We're boarding onto the plane, walking in the jet bridge, and I'm feeling it. Like, I'm feeling it come up. I'm like, this is nothing. Let me just hold it in while I can. Let me just make sure it's good. And it's coming back up. And I'm like pushing it down. It's coming back up. It's pushing it down. It's coming back up. And my hand is here. And my hand is here. You're like, right? But then you know how your hand is here, right? And then there's cracks. Right? And I'm in line. I can only laugh about it now because It was so funny because the dude standing in front of me is an older white dude, looked like a business traveler. I threw up all on his back, like all on his back. But the thing is, he didn't even know it. He had no idea. He didn't feel anything. I'm over here in my hand cleaning it up with whatever I have, and then I did the right thing. I said, "Sir, excuse me. I just threw up, and it's on your back. You know, and it's on your blazer." It was a nice blazer too. So he looked at me, and then he took it off. He was like, "Oh, okay, I see." He was like, "Okay, well, that's gonna be $100 to get this dry clean and clean it up." And me feeling bad, I was like, I only got $50 in my pocket, in my wallet. I gave him the $50. The crazy thing about this story is that we continue boarding, and then I end up sitting in the seat right behind him on the plane. So as we get on the plane, you know, if you guys ever have food poisoning, you know how it works. It don't just go away after one. It keeps coming back. So I'm sitting in the back of the plane like feeling bad. And I'm thinking that the people probably thinking that I'm nervous to fly or something like that, or they nervous about the job interview or something. I don't know what they were thinking, but I'm over here feeling real bad and just, it's coming up. It's coming up. So I grabbed one of those air sick bags and I just told them, I was like, "Look, I'm not feeling good. It must be something that I ate. Can you guys, you know, I don't know what to do." You know, I'm new. I'm not a flight attendant yet. I don't know all the measures and all the things that you can do. And, you know, but now I got a little handle on it. So I throw the air sickening bag away and I make sure, you know, all that stuff is taken care of. You know, they give me a ginger ale. You know how we do it, baby. Ginger ale cures it all. And so I started drinking the ginger ale. I started feeling a little better. So we're just sitting there talking to the flight attendants because we're sitting in the back and they're in the back galley. And I'm going through my episode, and then we end up slightly talking to him. It's like, "Yeah, we just came back from the interview. You had a good time." That me and the other person who did make it, like when we were actually talking to them separate, when the other person was like asleep later on, was like, "Yeah, we got hired." You know, just like, "Oh, congratulations!" And apparently the guy in front of me, who I threw up on while I was in the jet bridge waiting to board the plane, heard that. He was like, "Oh, you just got hired. Congratulations!" And he's like, "You know what? Here's your money back. Congratulations. I'll be able to take care of this." I looked at them like, "Are you sure?" Because I definitely just threw up all on your blazer. But I'm not going to question them twice. I'm not going to block that blessing of getting my money back. Because Lord knows at that time I needed it. Granted, I had a great job at Enterprise. I actually took a pay tech to leave Enterprise to come to the airline that I currently work with. But that's just what happens. Like, I got that money to make sure I could survive and do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So that was that situation right there. And you guys, I never really thought that I would tell this story, and I know I could probably tell it better, but it just came to my mind like I need to tell you guys. I actually threw up on a passenger on the airplane. So I'm not above anybody. You know, we all have our own situations. We have our own problems. We have our own lives. We have our ups and we have our downs. Hey, I can't believe I just told you guys this, but it happened. It's part of life. I threw up on a passenger. Wow. So now you know. Oh my goodness. So my travel crew, look, I love you guys. And as I start to venture back in my mind about things that's happened, I'm gonna try to come to you guys with more story times. And obviously as things progress, I'm gonna start telling you guys more story times as well. So my travel crew, I just have to let you know that you have reached Glenn. Holla back at me again. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel, baby. Cause we only gonna grow as far as you allow us to. I love you guys. Peace.
I'm a FLIGHT space ATTENDA. Yeah, don't you know what that mean? If you marry me, then you fly for free. I'm a FLIGHT space ATTENDA. Yeah, don't you know what that mean?